Hi guys, welcome back to match number 56 of Tata IPL 2026. The Gujarat Titans taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Yet another home game for Gujarat Titans, who have been on a roll, 4 wins in a row for Gujarat Titans. Sunrisers Hyderabad as well. Both these teams are in the top 4 at the moment. One of these teams will go to the top of the table by winning this. As Shubman Gill again drives it down the ground to mid-on, another dot ball. Sunrisers Hyderabad won the toss today, elected to bowl first. And this has been a tough conditions actually at this particular venue, Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, compared to other venues. Here you won't see that many totals above 200. Yeah, sometimes even 180, 190 can be defended at this particular venue. We've seen that in the last season as well as this season. I don't think GT should not mind batting first as long as they can get enough runs on the board. That's cut away beautifully by Shubman Gill. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Out towards deep, extra covers for 4. Width on offer from Nitish Reddy and punished by Shubman Gill. Gets off the mark with a boundary. The last ball of the over coming up. 9 runs have come from this over so far. GT have been on a roll this season. If they can win today, they'll surely fancy their chances of qualifying for the playoffs. Down the track again, slices it in the air. Out towards deep, extra covers, and Gill picks up another single to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Nitish Reddy. And Gujarat Titans are 15 without loss after 2 overs. So Praful Hinge is the new bowler into the attack now for Sunrisers Hyderabad, bowling the 3rd over of this innings. Is that a wide down the leg side? I don't think so. I think it's gone off the pads. So another dot ball to start the over. One change made by Sunrisers Hyderabad today. Praful Hinge comes into the playing 11 in place of Travis Head. I think Travis Head will be the impact player for Sunrisers Hyderabad today. The Sunrisers Hyderabad are yet to defeat Gujarat Titans at this venue in IPL history. 3 times both these teams have clashed against each other at this venue, and GT have been victorious on all 3 occasions. That's flicked in the air and it's taken at mid-on. First wicket goes down for Gujarat Titans, and it's a huge wicket. Shubman Gill has to go. Soft dismissal, just chipping it in the air, and the fielder at mid-on diving forward, completing the catch. And 1 out of the top 3 of the Gujarat Titans have been uprooted. Shubman Gill has to go. It's a huge wicket here. Praful Hinge brought back into the team. Strikes in his very first over. Was not a wicket-taking delivery by any stretch, but Gill hitting it in the air and a really good catch at mid-on there. Andre Klassen taking the catch. So GT have been rocked early. Captain Shubman Gill out for 5, and Gujarat Titans are 15 for 1 after 2.2 overs. Mentioned earlier, this is a very tough venue to bat on. Conditions are completely different. You cannot go berserk at this venue like how you go in other venues where there will be assistance for the batters. Josh Butler is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3 for the Gujarat Titans. Third ball of the over coming up. And another beauty there from Praful Inge, another dot ball. This time it's flicked away leg side by Butler, out towards deep square leg. And Josh Butler gets off the mark with a single. They will need a big partnership now. Lost an early wicket here, Gujarat Titans. Heavily reliant on their top 3. But somehow they always manage to, even last year if you look at it, Gujarat Titans were not a fancied team to make it to the playoffs, but they still made it to the playoffs and played the eliminator. Now again in this season, I don't think many people gave Gujarat Titans any chance. And they're pushing towards the top 4 once again. So, something about this Gujarat Titans team, that is for sure. They're not an extraordinary team by any stretch. But still they are punching above their weight every single season. Particularly having such a big weakness, the middle order has not clicked that much. Again another inside edge. Sai Sudarshan picks up another single. One more delivery left in this over. Josh Butler is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that beats the outside edge. Another beauty from Praful Inge to finish the over. As 2 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Shubman Gill. Gujarat Titans are 17 for 1 after 3 overs. So Pat Cummins is back into the attack now into his second over. Conceded 6 runs in his first over. And that's on a good length, punched away towards deep point. And Sai Sudarshan picks up another single to start the over. Josh Butler is back on strike. This time full again, driven away out towards deep point. The deep extra covers coming around. Josh Butler picks up another couple of runs. 3 runs from the first 2 balls of this over from Pat Cummins. The next match, Sunrisers Hyderabad will be up against CSK in Chennai and then RCB in Hyderabad. 2 tough games for SRH also. SRH have been on a roll though, 1 win from their first 4 matches and then from there to win 6 out of their next 7 games. It's nicely left alone by Josh Butler. Another dot ball from Pat Cummins. SRH though, they have been heavily reliant on their top 4 batters who have contributed consistently in this season so far. Abhishek Sharma, Travis Head, Ishan Kishan, Heinrich Klaasen. They have all been contributing consistently with the bat. That is one of the reasons for SRH's success this season. The matches in which they didn't contribute, SRH have lost those games. Oh, outside the off-stump again, looking for the cut shot, Butler unable to make connection. This is a slow start here from GT, that is for sure. Pressure building here, Pat Cummins. Two more deliveries left in this over. Fifth ball of the over coming up. Has gone off the pads. Butler will pick up another single. 4 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over coming up. Sai Sudarshan back on strike. Can he find the boundary here or? It's been a struggle here for the GT batters. Comes down the wicket again, defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over from Pat Cummins. Gujarat Titans are 21 for 1 after 4 overs. So Nitish Kumar Reddy now continued back into the attack, into his second over. It's full and on the pads, flicked away, oh, misfield. Misfield at mid-wicket, it goes through. And it runs away for 4, bad misfield there, should have been a dot ball. But it's gone straight through that fielder, and finally Butler picks up his first boundary in this innings. Second ball of the over coming up. Comes down the wicket again, a little bit of an inside edge onto the pads. Another dot ball from Nitish Kumar Reddy. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, goes for a paddle, gets it on the pads, and Josh Butler picks up another single. Three more deliveries left in this over. Sai Sudarshan back on strike. This time full again, driven down to mid-off. Another dot ball from Nitish Kumar Reddy. Another good over here for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Just 5 runs coming from this over. Still 2 balls left. Are both these batters looking to take it even more deeper? Scores of 180, 190 will be a match winning at this venue. Yes, you do fear Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head coming hard at the bowlers, which they always do. But there is also a possibility of getting out as well. Long boundaries here in Ahmedabad. Back of the length again, defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Nitish Reddy. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, he moved across to the off stump looking to paddle it away. But unable to make connection here. What an over from Nitish Reddy. 5 runs came from that over. And GT are now 26 for 1 after 5 overs. So Praful Hinge now continuing into his second over. It's a wide down the leg side. Appealing here big time. Given as a wide by the umpire. Are they going to go for the review? They think there is a nick there. Having a discussion here. And Cummins goes for it. Need to have a look at this one. They're very confident that there was a nick there. I need to have a look at this one. Was there a deflection there of the bat of Josh Butler? This could be a huge moment in this game here. Yes, there is a spike as the ball passes the bat. Second wicket falls. What is happening here with Gujarat Titans? 2 out of their top 3 have been uprooted. Decision reversed. What a successful review. Finger goes up from the umpire and another wicket falls. Another wicket falls for Gujarat Titans. It's Praful Hinge once again. Picks up his second wicket. Josh Butler departs after scoring 7 runs from 11 balls. And Gujarat Titans are 26 for 2 after 5.1 overs. Well, talking about the top 3 of Gujarat Titans, 2 out of those top 3 batters have been sent back to the pavilion. And now Nishant Sindhu is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 4. The Sunrisers Hyderabad team are looking very, very dangerous, that is for sure. Under the captaincy of Pat Cummins. Looking ruthless at the moment. No wonder they were super confident. It was given as a wide, but they reviewed it. Now I'm afraid that maybe GT might struggle here to get to a good total because their middle order has been vulnerable this season. That's a short ball and Nishant Sindhu sways out of it. Another dot ball here from Praful Hinge, a good bouncer actually. And driven beautifully towards deep, extra covers for 4. That went glorious off the bat of Nishant Sindhu. Gets off the mark with a boundary. He's a good young talent. Can he prove himself here in the IPL? That is the big question. Oh, this time a little bit of an inside edge. Back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Praful Hinge. One of these two teams are surely going to 16 points today. And by the looks of it, I think it's SRH who are going to be going to 16 points today if they keep bowling like this. Someone has to stop the Sunrisers train, that is for sure, this season. That's another short ball. Looking for the uppercut, given as the first bouncer for the over. Praful Hinge has to reload that one again. The last ball of the over coming up. Around the wicket, Hinge. Down the track and goes over, covers for 6. What a shot from Nishant Sindhu. Free flowing stroke there. And a much needed. In fact, it's given as 4 actually. I think it bounced inside. So it is another boundary to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Josh Butler. Gujarat Titans are 34 for 2 after 6 overs. So lowest power play total in the last few games actually. That's for Gujarat Titans, and that really shows how well The Sunrisers Hyderabad bowlers have bowled till now. Nitish Kumar Reddy now back into the attack into his third over. Sai Sudarshan is on strike. Nitish Reddy around the wicket. And Sai Sudarshan again drives it towards covers. Another dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. This time full driven away out towards deep extra covers. Sai Sudarshan picks up another single. Now this partnership becomes very, very important. Nishant Sindhu has to play an important role here in this innings. He batted well again the previous games against Punjab Kings. He can also go after the bowling, that is for sure. I need at least 180 to 190, and Gujarat Titans have the bowling to defend those totals. You need to get the runs though if you want to defend those kind of totals. That's short this time, pulled away by Nishant Sindhu. That's gone all the way for 6. What a shot from Nishant Sindhu. Picked up the length beautifully there and sailed over deep mid-wicket and picks up his first 6 in this innings. Nishant Sindhu, is this going to be his day today? Oh, that's uppercut over the keeper. Third man. Oh, has he taken it? No, he hasn't. Or has he prevented it? He has prevented the 6. That's a magnificent effort at deep third man. It looked like going all the way there, but he's jumped, leaped, almost took the catch there. And in the end, he's prevented it from going for 6. Another couple of runs for Nishant Sindhu. This time back of the length, punched back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Nitish Reddy. Last ball of the over coming up. It's driven over mid-off, and that will run away to the boundary to finish the over. Good over for Gujarat Titans there. 13 runs came from that over, and Gujarat Titans are 47 for 2 after 7 overs. Ishan Malinga is the new bowler into the attack now for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Sai Sudarshan is on strike. They'll try and press the accelerator here. It's short and wide, cut away beautifully. And that races away for 4 towards deep point. 50 comes up for Gujarat Titans. 50 comes up in just 7.1 overs at the loss of 2 wickets, and Sai Sudarshan picks up his second boundary in this innings. This time it's short again, pulled away out towards deep square leg. Sai Sudarshan picks up another single. Oh, this time goes for the drive, unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Ishan Malinga. Has been very impressive in this season, Ishan Malinga. This time on the stumps, driven again towards covers, and Nishant Sindhu picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Fifth ball of the over coming up. Full toss, flicked away again. He might have found the gap here. Deep mid wicket comes around, and Sai Sudarshan picks up another couple of runs. The last ball of the over coming up. Slow ball again, guided away towards the point. Sai Sudarshan picks up another single to finish the over. Good over again for Gujarat Titans. 9 runs came from that over from Ishan Malinga. And Gujarat Titans are now 56 for 2 after 8 overs, and it's also the time for the strategic timeout. Saki Bosain, the new bowler, into the attack. We come to the end of the strategic timeout. It's flicked away again by Sai Sudarshan out towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. This time driven again, but straight to the fielder at covers. Another dot ball from Saki Bosain. Time pulled away again out towards deep mid wicket, and Nishant Sindhu picks up another single. Three more deliveries left in this over. Sai Sudarshan is back on strike. It's driven beautifully by Sai Sudarshan through the covers for 4. A glorious cover drive once again. Found the gap beautifully and picks up another boundary. Brilliant batting from both these southpaws for Gujarat Titans. Two more deliveries left in the over. Brilliant from Sai Sudarshan here. Goes for the pull again, but straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball from Saki Bosain. Last ball of the over coming up. It's flicked away again by Sai Sudarshan and picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Saki Bosain, and Gujarat Titans are 63 for 2 after 9 overs. So Pat Cummins now back into the attack. He's conceded only 8 runs in his 2 overs. I don't know whether to call this sensible batting from Gujarat Titans or whether to say it's too slow, because obviously the conditions at Ahmedabad are different. We are so used to seeing 90 runs scored in the power play, 100 runs scored in the power play, 110 runs scored in 8 overs. I mean, we are so used to seeing those kind of starts from batting teams that these kind of starts seem very, very slow according to current standards. And that is happening because most of the conditions, particularly in India, are flat batting paradises. In batting paradise, you just can't control the runs. You have to feel for the bowlers. In these kind of conditions in Ahmedabad, we saw Gujarat Titans, they chased down 160 plus in the last over and they were chasing against Punjab Kings. So that clearly shows at this venue, it is a little tougher than other venues. That's pulled away again by Sai Sudarshan towards deep square leg and picks up another single. A big positive for Gujarat Titans is their bowling. Their bowling is able to restrict the oppositions. They're able to defend totals. We saw it in the last 4 games where they haven't conceded above 160 in any of. They haven't conceded above 170 in any of those games. Maximum they are conceding only 160, and that is because bowlers like Kagiso Rabada, Mohammad Siraj, they are all stepping up. Rashid Khan also coming back to form in the previous game. Definitely Gujarat Titans bowling is looking good. They can get a good total on the board with the bat, and they are a team to watch out for, no doubt about that. Nishant Sindhu is back on strike. Third ball of the over coming up. It's driven in the air down the ground. Has he got hold of it though? No, he hasn't. Long off, setting himself, takes the catch. And Pat Cummins gets the breakthrough. This partnership has been broken. How big a wicket that is for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Was the slower ball there. Nishant Sindhu thought he can maybe get underneath it and maybe clear the boundary. It was a good shot actually. But I think he didn't see that fielder down at long off. If the mid-off was in position, then that would have been a boundary, but it was long off was there in position. And he hit it straight down the throat of Heinrich Klaasen at long off. And a good knock from Nishant Sindhu is out after scoring 22 from 14 balls. And Gujarat Titans are 64 for 3 after 9.3 overs. Three more deliveries left in the over. Washington Sundar is back on strike. For Washington Sundar is a new batter to the crease. For the Gujarat Titans coming in at number 5. Three more deliveries left in this over. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Washington Sundar played a good knocks in the last couple of games. Has driven down the ground, straight down the ground, one bounce and into the boundary for 4. Beautifully played once again from Washington Sundar. It was a slow ball from Pat Cummins there. Washington Sundar straight away gets off the mark with the boundary. Oh, that beats the outside edge. Another beautiful delivery there from Pat Cummins. Another dot ball. Last ball of the over coming up. This time driven again down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Nishant Sindhu. And Gujarat Titans are 68 for 3 after 10 overs. Ishan Malinga now back into the attack for Sunrisers Hyderabad to bowl the 11th over. Need to somehow find a way to get to 180, 190 here. This time it's a full delivery and Sai Sudarshan inside edges it towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball to start the over. And this is exactly what Rajasthan Royals should have done when they played against the Gujarat Titans. Try and pick up early wickets, try and pick up the top 3 batters of Gujarat Titans, but Rajasthan Royals didn't do that. That is why they couldn't defeat GT. It's driven again down the ground. Good fielding at mid-off. Sai Sudarshan picks up another single. Four more deliveries left in the over. Washington Sundar is back on strike. This time driven down the ground to long off. Another single for Washington Sundar. This time full again. Sai Sudarshan tries it past that field red covers out towards deep extra covers, and Sai Sudarshan will pick up another couple of runs. Two more deliveries left in this over. Sai Sudarshan on 31 from 28, batting a little patiently here, has to be said. Comes down the wicket, slashes it. Over deep point for 6. Width on offer there from Ishan Malinga. And Sai Sudarshan picks up a very, very important 6 here for the Gujarat Titans. Last ball of the over coming up. This time driven again. It's gone off the non-striker's bat towards mid-off, and another dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Ishan Malinga, and Gujarat Titans are 78 for 3 after 11 overs. The 9 overs left in this innings, and Shivang Kumar is the new bowler into the attack. Finally some spin being introduced by Sunrisers Hyderabad. They can still get to 180. 180 will be a match winning total, I would think. So Washington Sundar is on strike. Here's Shivang Kumar. This time flicked away by Washington Sundar out towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single to start the over. This time wide down the leg side, given as a wide by the umpire. Shivang Kumar has to reload that one again. Another wide down the leg side, back-to-back wides from Shivang Kumar. This time flicked away out towards deep mid wicket, and Sai Sudarshan picks up another single. This time driven again. Straight to the fielder at covers, another dot ball. Good bowling from Shivang Kumar. This time flicked again down the ground to long on. And another single for Washington Sundar. So continuing to take the singles here, both these batters. That's a good over from Shivang Kumar. Last ball of the over coming up. 6 runs have come from this over. Goes for the cut shot, straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. So it continues to remain 6 runs of that over. And Gujarat Titans are 84 for 3 after 12 overs. Saqib Hussain now back into the attack. Conceded 7 runs in his first over. That's flicked away by Sai Sudarshan out towards deep square leg. Coming back for 2. Another couple of runs. Moves into the 40s now. Sai Sudarshan moves to 41 from 33 balls. Really good batting actually from Sai Sudarshan. This time slow ball, he goes down the ground, he's got hold of that one alright, that's sailing over, long off for 6. Picked the slow ball really well, Sai Sudarshan. This is magnificent batting, that is for sure from Sai Sudarshan. This time punched away out towards deep point, and Sai Sudarshan picks up another single. This time driven in the air, down the ground to long off, and Washington Sundar picks up another single as well. Oh, outside the off stump, goes for the cut. Unable to make connection. But he's batted well, very responsible innings from Sai Sudarshan here. 48 from 36 balls. This time flicked away straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball from Saqib Hussain. So Shivam Kumar now continuing into his second over, another single to start the over. Sai Sudarshan back on strike. Oh, goes for a sweep. I think he's found the gap here. No one there at deep mid wicket. And Sai Sudarshan picks up another boundary. It's another half century from this man who has been simply brilliant for the Gujarat Titans in the last couple of seasons. 52 from 38 balls with 4 boundaries and 2 maximums at a strike rate of 136.84. Outstanding knock from Sai Sudarshan. This time played away again towards deep mid wicket, and Sai Sudarshan picks up another couple of runs. Keeps the strike as well. This time hit away leg side. 100 comes up for Gujarat Titans. 100 comes up in 13.4 overs at the loss of 3 wickets. Two more deliveries left in this over. Washington Sundar back on strike. This time cut away and towards deep, extra covers for 4. Too short, too much width offered, and put away again by Washington Sundar. Second boundary in this over for Gujarat Titans. Last ball of the over. That's tossed up, he goes down the ground, but one bounce to long on. And Washington Sundar picks up another single to finish the over. So 13 runs came from that over from Shivang Kumar, and Gujarat Titans are 107 for 3 after 14 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout, and now still 6 more overs left in this inning. Gujarat Titans nicely poised to this partnership now, 43 from 27 balls between Sai Sudarshan and Washington Sundar. And again, Pat Cummins coming back into the attack. He has superb figures of 1 for 13 in his 3 overs. Looking to break this partnership here. Here's Pat Cummins now around the wicket to Washington Sundar. That's driven over the top. Beautiful shot. One bounce and into the boundary for 4. Lovely shot through the line once again from Washington Sundar. Starts the over with the boundary. Second ball of the over coming up. This time full toss, driven again. Straight to covers, another dot ball from Pat Cummins. 47-run partnership here between Sai Sudarshan and Washington Sundar. Third ball of the over coming up. This time in the block hole. It's digged out towards point, and Washington Sundar picks up another single. This time short, pulled away by Sai Sudarshan. Deep mid-wicket comes around. Another single for Sai Sudarshan here. Washington Sundar back on strike. Oh, that's right up in the block hole. Washington Sundar looking to get back to it, but unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Pat Cummins. Beautiful Yorker there. Yorkers have gone out of fashion these days. Good to see some bowlers still executing the Yorkers to perfection. Last ball of the over coming up. 50 partnership comes up between these two batters. That's flicked away again, picks up another single to finish the over. Partnership of 50 from 33 balls between Washington Sundar and Sai Sudarshan. Really good partnership, trying to take GT to a good total. 7 runs came from that over from Pat Cummins, and Gujarat Titans are 114 for 3 after 15 overs. Ishan Malinga back into the attack. 5 more overs left in this innings. Surely going to go for the big shots at this stage, I think. Washington Sundar on strike. Full again, driven down the ground to long on. Another single to start the over for Washington Sundar. Short, pulled away again. He's found the gap. 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4. Sai Sudarshan playing one of his best knocks today. 60 from 42 balls. Picks up his 5th boundary in this innings. This time full again, driven again down the ground to long off. Another single for Sai Sudarshan. This is just magnificent batting from Sai Sudarshan here, accessing all parts of the ground and finding the boundaries. This time driven in the air, out towards the long off. Oh, little bit of a fumble there. They will come back for 2. Another couple of runs for Washington Sundar. Both these Tamil Nadu boys really batting well at the moment. Two more deliveries left in this over. 8 runs have come from this over so far. Need to get 180, 190 as I was talking about. Full toss, misses out. Misses out on it. Back to the bowler again. Another dot ball from Ishan Malinga. This time full toss again, flicked away, out towards deep mid wicket. Washington Sundar picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over from Ishan Malinga, and Gujarat Titans are 123 for 3 after 16 overs. So 4 more overs left in this innings. Saqib Hossain is back into the attack. He still has a couple of overs left. He is bowling 17th over of this innings. This time full, and Washington Sundar drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single to start the over. This time goes for the reverse, straight into the hands of short third man, and Saqib Hossain gets the breakthrough. Looking for the reverse shot there, Sai Sudarshan, but unfortunately not able to clear that fielder at short third man. Simple catch, and finally this partnership has been broken. 4th wicket goes down for the Gujarat Titans. It's just checking whether it was a bump ball, but I don't think so. It's gone straight off the bat of Sai Sudarshan, straight into the hands of third man. A low full toss from Saqib Hossain doing the trick. 60-run partnership has been broken, and a huge wicket here for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Sai Sudarshan departs after scoring 61 from 44 balls, and Gujarat Titans are 124 for 4 after 16.2 overs. Jason Holder is a new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6, gets off the mark with a couple of runs. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Jason Holder is a big hitter of the ball, all right, at this stage of the innings. Three more deliveries left in this over. Holder is still on strike. He can play some big shots at this stage of the innings, that is for sure. This time driven away again out towards deep extra covers. Another single for Jason Holder. This time right up in the block hole, beautifully bowled again. Washington Sundar squeezes it out. Picks up another, it's another dot ball in fact from Saqib Hussain. Really good over. There's just 4 runs coming from this over from Saqib Hussain. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. It's a wide down the leg side, I think. Yes, given as a wide by the umpire. Saqib Hussain has to reload that one again. Another wide, another wide, another wide, and another wide. Back-to-back wides from Saqib Hussain. Last ball of the over. That's hit away leg side, finds the gap, beats that fielder at mid-wicket, into the boundary for 4. So those extra balls proving very, very costly for Sunrisers Hyderabad. As you see another boundary to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Saqib Hussain, including the wicket of Sai Sudarshan, and Gujarat Titans are 133 for 4 after 17 overs. So Praful Hinge going to be bowling the 18th over. Just 3 more overs left in this innings. Can they get to 180? That is the big question here. So Jason Holder swings and misses. Another dot ball here from Praful Hinge. This time right, nicely bowled again, right up in the block hole. Holder hits it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Third ball of the over coming up, need a boundary here. Has it driven away? Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Towards deep extra covers for 4, valuable boundary. From Washington Sundar, threw his bat at it. Picks up his 5th boundary in this innings. Need plenty more of that. Oh, that's a short ball again, goes for the uppercut, unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Praful Hinge. Clever bowling, banging it into the wicket this time around. This time full again, driven down the ground to long off. Washington Sundar picks up another single. Last ball of the over coming up round the wicket for Fulinge. Another good Yorker. Holder hits it down the ground to long on. Just a single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Praful Hinge. Gujarat Titans are 140 for 4 after 18 overs. Two more overs left in this innings. Ishan Malinga bowling the penultimate over. Jason Holder on strike on runner ball 5. Hasn't quite got going so far. Here's Ishan Malinga. Full toss, smash toss. Got a hand on it there, Ishan Malinga. It's down the ground to long on and Holder picks up another single to start the over. The Washington Sundar is back on strike. Second ball of the over coming up. Short ball pulled away again. Found the gap. Picks up another boundary. Valuable knock here from Washington Sundar. Too short on that occasion from Ishan Malinga. And put away by Washington Sundar for 4. Can they get to at least 170 here? Need some big shots. Third ball of the over coming up. This time flicked away again by Washington Sundar. Towards long on and picks up another single. Jason Holder is back on strike. Oh, it's too high from Ishan Malinga, given as a wide by the umpire. Ishan Malinga has to reload that one again. Still no boundaries though from Jason Holder. Needs some contributions with the bat. This time full driven down the ground to long off. And Jason Holder picks up another single. Eight runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. Oh, goes for a battle, gets it over, short fine leg for 4. Improvisation at its very best from Washington Sundar. Second boundary in this over, 150 comes up for Gujarat Titans. 150 comes up in 18.5 overs. Still 7 balls to go in this innings. Last ball of the over. Oh, he goes big again. He's got that for 6. Falling sweep shot. Rishabh Pant 2.0 from Washington Sundar. A 4 and a 6 to finish that over. 18 runs came from that over from Ishan Malinga. And Gujarat Titans are 158 for 4 after 19 overs with 1 more over to go. So last over, who is going to bowl the last over? That is the big question. Saqib Hussain is going to bowl the last over. Can they get past 170 here? Couple of big blows. They can go past 180, it would be good, but that's a bridge too far. Here we go, last over. Saqib Hussain, Jason Holder. It's fully goes over the top of the offside, clears that field, red covers. It won't reach the boundary. Jason Holder will pick up another couple of runs. They have scratched their way to 160 with still 5 balls left in this innings. This last over can make a big difference in the eventual result of this game. If you miss your length, Holder will go big, that is for sure. That's too wide from Saqib Hussain. Has to rail out that one again. Extra run as well. First target should be able to cross 170 here. Then try for 180. Anything above 180, I would think it could be a match winning total. Pat Cummins is going for the review to check the wide. So I need to have a look at this one. SRH want to check the wide here. And clearly looks outside the line, so it should be given as a wide. They will lose their review. Sunrisers Hyderabad, yes, given as a wide by the umpire. So still has to reload that one again. 5 more deliveries left. Can Holder get underneath one? Second ball of the over. It's low full toss, driven straight to covers. Jason Holder picks up another single. Washington Sundar on 49 from 31 balls with 7 boundaries and 1 6. Oh, this time he goes for the falling sweep again, but this time cannot get it away. He'll pick up another single. 50 for Washington Sundar. He has also played well. Don't know whether it will be a match winning total or not. But he scored 50 from 32 balls. Only his second 50 in Tata IPL. Only his second 50 in his IPL career. 7 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 156.25. There's 5 runs coming from this over. Still 3 balls left in this innings. Goes again down the ground to long on. Just another single for Jason Holder. Just not able to find the boundaries here in this last over. Given that they've only lost 4 wickets, they would have wanted 180, 190. Can understand that it is tough conditions out here in Ahmedabad. But that doesn't mean you just keep on batting slowly. Need to find the boundaries, isn't it? Oh, that's it. Straight up in the air. Should be taken here. Keeper going for it. Completes the catch. Brilliant. Brilliant dive there from the keeper. Slow ball. Then that's the trick. And Washington Sundar completely mistiming it. Ishan Kishan completing the catch. Another wicket goes down here. 5th wicket goes down for Gujarat Titans. Brilliant bowling from Saqib Hussain. Taking the pace off. And Washington Sundar getting deceived by the pace there. A really good catch from Ishan Kishan. So a good innings from Washington Sundar comes to an end. Washington Sundar departs after scoring 50 from 33 balls, and Gujarat Titans are 164 for 5 after 19.5 overs. So Rahul Tewatia is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 7. Last ball of the innings coming up from Saqib Hussain. Tewatia on strike. It's pulled away, but Tewatia might have found the gap here. Yes, he has. Into the boundary for 4. So ends the innings with a boundary. Some respite towards the end. I would still think maybe a 10 or 20 runs short this total from Gujarat Titans. 10 runs came from the last over. 10 runs came from the last over, including the wicket of Washington Sundar. And Gujarat Titans finished their 20 overs on 168 for 5 at the end of their 20 overs. Even though the conditions are tough here in Ahmedabad, I think Sunrisers will take this target, that is for sure. And just have a look at GT's batting today. Unfortunately, Shubman Gill dismissed early. Shubman Gill and Josh Butler, both of them dismissed early. And once again, a superb knock from Sai Sudarshan. 61 from 44 balls with 5 boundaries and 2 maximums at a strike rate of 138.64. And Nishant Sindhu has played well. Nishant Sindhu also played a quick cameo of 22 from 14 balls with 3 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 157.14. Washington Sundar towards the end 50 from 33, but the thing is, it just couldn't find the boundaries there towards the end. I was telling about 180, 190. Too many singles, too many dot balls, that not helping Gujarat Titans cause. And 168 is kind of an okayish total at this venue. Don't know whether it's a match winning total though. Only time will tell. Look at SRH bowling though. Pat Cummins very economical, 1 for 20 in his 4 overs. Nitish Kumar Reddy none for 27 in his 3 overs. Praful Hinge, the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 17 in his 3 overs. Again back into the team, back amongst the wickets. Ishan Malinga was expensive today, none for 46 in his 4 overs. Saqib Hussain bowled really well as well, 2 for 37 in his 4 overs. And Shivang Kumar none for 19 in his 2 overs as well. So Gujarat Titans 168 for 5 after 20 overs. The Sunrisers Hyderabad, when they come out to bat, will need 169 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs to qualify for the playoffs. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So hi guys, welcome back to the run chase here. Sunrisers Hyderabad have lost 2 early wickets here in the power play, and this is completely expected at this particular venue because it's bowling friendly conditions, and Sunrisers Hyderabad batters are stroke makers. Those kind of stroke makers can only succeed in batting paradises. If you go for shots at this venue every single ball, then you will get vulnerable to get dismissed. Smaran Ravichandran, new batter to the crease, edges it again towards deep point. Smaran Ravichandran gets off the mark with a single. Surprise, surprise that Smaran Ravichandran has been promoted up the order ahead of Heinrich Klaasen, who normally bats at number 4. And that is because normally Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma gives good starts for Sunrisers Hyderabad. But now that they have lost 2 early wickets, the pressure is building. And they'll look to get rid of Ishan Kishan as well as quick as possible. Last ball of the over. That's picked away leg side by Ishan Kishan, and that's gone all the way for 6. Straying onto the pads there, Kagiso Rabada. And Ishan Kishan, you cannot stray onto his pads. Another 6 to finish the over. 13 runs came from that over from Kagiso Rabada, including the big wicket of Abhishek Sharma. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 13 for 2 after 2 overs. So Mohammad Siraj into his second over. That's driven again by Smaran Ravichandran, finds the gap. And that will run away to the boundary. Glorious drive there from Smaran Ravichandran as a talented batter. And picks up his first boundary in this innings. Second ball of the over. It's defended again towards cover, towards point. Another dot ball from Siraj. Pulled his length back a little bit there. Need to keep taking wickets here, Gujarat Titans. Need to get rid of Ishan Kishan as quickly as possible. Sunrisers Hyderabad have mainly depended on their top 4 batters to score the runs for them. Abhishek Sharma, Travis Head, Ishan Kishan, Heinrich Klaasen. These 4 batters have been the major contributors for Sunrisers Hyderabad in this tournament so far. This time guided away out towards deep point, and Smaran Ravichandran picks up another single. Three more deliveries left in the over. Ishan Kishan back on strike. This time on the stumps, driven again by Ishan Kishan to covers. Another dot ball from Mohammad Siraj. time he goes over mid-on, just clearing that fielder at mid-on and picks up another boundary here. Ishan Kishan can be very dangerous when he gets going like this. Second boundary in this over, lovely shot over mid-on. Mohammad Siraj very disappointed here because the boundaries are flowing. Last ball of the over coming up. This time driven again out towards deep point, and Ishan Kishan picks up another single to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Mohammad Siraj, and Sunrisers Hyderabad are 23 for 2 after 3 overs. So Rabada continuing into his second over, and he's nicked it, I think. Yes, he has. Another one goes. Ishan Kishan nicks it through to the keeper, and the top 3 batters of Sunrisers have been uprooted early in the power play. Absolutely brilliant bowling from Kagiso Rabada, bowling those hard lengths outside the off stump, and Ishan Kishan has nicked it through to Josh Butler behind the stumps. What a start this is for the Gujarat Titans. Exactly what they would have wanted. Abhishek Sharma, Travis Head, Ishan Kishan, 3 humongous wickets have been taken by the Gujarat Titans inside the power play. This is exactly how you defend these totals. Ishan Kishan out for 11. Sunrisers Hyderabad 23 for 3 after 3.1 overs. So Heinrich Klaasen is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 5. And if we can get rid of Klaasen here, then suddenly GT will be in total control of this game. Brilliant bowling from Kagiso Rabada. Second ball of the over coming up. This time driven away out towards deep point, and Klaasen gets off the mark with the single. Smaran Ravichandran is back on strike. This time full again, driven away towards deep point. Another single for Smaran Ravichandran. This time full, driven back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Kagiso Rabada. They need to get Klaasen as well, because he has also been dangerous in this tournament. If you can get the wicket of Klaasen here, and suddenly Nitish Kumar Reddy, Salil Arora, Aniket Verma inexperienced middle order. SRH have not been tested like this in this tournament so far. Whenever they have been tested, they have gone on to lose the games. In fact, Aniket Verma is not even playing. So Salil Arora, Nitish Kumar Reddy and Pat Cummins to come. This time driven through the gap. And that will run away to the boundary for 4. Beautifully driven once again from Heinrich Klaasen. Picks up his first boundary in this innings. Last ball of the over coming up. Pushing for another wicket. As defended again back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Rabada, including the wicket of Ishan Kishan. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 29 for 3 after 4 overs. The required run rate is 8.75. This is exactly why I had said that 180 to 190 will be a match winning total. Mohammad Siraj continuing into his third over. Oh, again outside the off stump, extra bounce, pace. Beats the outside edge of Smaran Ravichandran. Another dot ball to start the over. Exactly the length you should be bowling in these conditions. This is going to be a good challenge for Sunrisers here. It's driven again, straight to point. Back-to-back dot balls to start this over from Mohammad Siraj. This time driven straight to the fielder again. 3 back-to-back dot balls to start this over. Three more deliveries left in this over. This time on the stumps again, defended towards covers. 4 dot balls in this over from Mohammad Siraj. Two more deliveries left in this over. Smaran Ravichandran doesn't have much IPL experience, only playing his second match in his IPL career. Is having to face this pressure. Goes for the drive again, straight to point. Then we see a maiden over here. 5 dot balls in this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over coming up. Looking for another wicket here. This time driven away out towards the point. Smaran Ravichandran picks up another single to finish the over. Just one run came from that over from Mohammad Siraj, and Sunrisers Hyderabad are 30 for 3 after 5 overs. Kagis Orabada now back into the attack into his third over, and oh, it's an absolute Jaffa. Absolute Jaffa beats the outside edge of Smaran Ravichandran, was clearly struggling here with this pace, swing, bounce, everything in this wicket. Second ball of the over coming up. This time defended again towards covers, another dot ball from Kagis Orabada. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's pulled away by Smaran Ravichandran. Oh, has it been put down? It's been put down at deep mid wicket. Went straight down the throat of that fielder there. But doesn't. His catch has been put down. How costly is that going to be? I'm not quite sure. But it's only Smaran Ravichandran who is not that experienced in IPL. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, swinging back in, a little bit of an inside edge towards mid-wicket. Chance for an out was there at the bowler's end. But Klassen makes it through and picks up another single. It's driven in the air, straight to mid-off. Another wicket goes. Mohammad Siraj, is it? No, it's Kagis Orabada once again. Nice and full, and Smaran Ravichandran drives it straight into the hands of the fielder at mid-off. And Sunrisers Hyderabad just losing their way here. Absolutely no clue what they are trying to do. I knew that this would happen, because when you only have stroke makers in your team, when you only have batters who can hit boundaries and sixes, these kind of conditions can trouble you. And that is exactly what is happening now for Sunrisers Hyderabad batters. It's been a struggle for Smaran Ravichandran, who is only playing his second match in his IPL career. And he departs. Smaran Ravichandran out after scoring 9 runs from 15 balls. And SRH in all sorts of trouble here, 32 for 4 after 5.5 overs. Salil Arora is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6. Nitish Kumar Reddy and Pat Cummins to come in after this. Running out of batters suddenly. First time the middle order is being tested here. It's driven beautifully by Salil Arora. A little bit of a misfield there at covers. They're going to come back for 2. Salil Arora gets off the mark with a couple of runs to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over from Prabhada, including the wicket of Smaran Ravichandran. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 34 for 4 after 6 overs after the power play. So Jason Holder is a new bowler into the attack now. They need to get the wicket of Klaasen here. Holder has been the pick of the bowlers for GT in their last 3 games. This time full delivery driven down the ground to long on, and Klaasen picks up another single to start the over. Oh, extra bounce again. Salil Arora goes for the drive and misses it. Another dot ball from Jason Holder. This time defended again towards point. Oh, looking for the run, sent back. Another dot ball from Jason Holder. Brilliant bowling here. Top notch bowling from Jason Holder. Three more deliveries left in this over. That's flicked away leg side. Fielder there. Oh, gone in the gap. Oh dear. 2 fielders converging, but watches it go for 4. Perfectly found the gap there between deep mid wicket and deep square leg. And first boundary for Salil Arora in this innings. Two more deliveries left in this over. This time punched again, straight to point. Another dot ball from Jason Holder. Still a good over, just 5 runs coming from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over coming up. This time driven again. Oh, misfield at covers. And they will go. Oh dear. It goes into the boundary. What fielding was that? Should have been a couple of runs, but it's gone for 4. Holder not happy with it. Another boundary to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over from Jason Holder. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 43 for 4 after 7 overs. KG Rabada into his last over now has figures of 3 for 23 in his 3 overs so far. Heinrich Klaasen is on strike. It's back of the length, driven back to the bowler by Klaasen. Another dot ball here to start the over. This time driven again, straight to the fielder at point. Another dot ball from Rabada. Oh, goes for a pull, it's a top edge. Deep third man is there. Heinrich Klaasen picks up another single. Nitish Kumar Reddy and Pat Cummins to come in after this for batting. They have already used their impact players, so no more impact players for SRH. Oh, inside edge onto his path. It's gone onto the stumps. The bails haven't fallen off. Goodness gracious me. The bails didn't fall off there. It went onto the stumps. First time there is some real pressure here on SRH middle order in these kind of conditions. This time defended off the front foot towards covers. Another dot ball. Brilliant from Rabada here. Just one run coming from this over. Still one ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. Interesting to see Salil Arora promoted above Nitish Reddy. Nitish Reddy normally comes in at number 6. Oh, that's edge. That'll go down to deep third man. Beats that fielder at deep third man for 4. The last ball of the over goes for 4. Ends the over with a boundary. 5 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 48 for 4 after 8 overs. Jason Holder now continuing into his second over. Heinrich Klaasen on strike. It's on the path, flicked away again towards deep fine leg, and that races away for 4. Cannot stray onto the pads to this man. He is incredibly strong off his pads. 50 comes up for Sunrisers Hyderabad. 50 comes up in 8.1 overs at the loss of 4 wickets. back of the length again. Hit towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball from Jason Holder. Rabada has already finished his spell now. They might go to spin after this over. They need to get rid of Klaasen here. It's time driven down the ground to mid-off. Another dot ball from Holder. Hendrik Klaasen now. Hendrik Klaasen is the leader of the orange cap leaderboard. Is on number 1, having scored 506 runs in this tournament so far. This time back of the length, punched back to the bowler. Another dot ball. 3 consecutive dot balls from Jason Holder. Really good bowling here. The kind of pressure these pacers are creating will force these two batters to go after the spinners. There also there is a chance of taking wickets. I'm sure Rashid Khan or Sai Kishore will be brought in next over. This time again on the path, flicked away down to deep mid-wicket. And Hendrik Klaasen picks up another single. The last ball of the over coming up. It's back of the length, punched back to the bowler. Another dot. Oh, in fact, they pick up the single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Jason Holder. And Sunrisers Hyderabad in a little bit of trouble here. 54 for 4 after 9 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. And Sunrisers Hyderabad in a lot of trouble here. 54 for 4 after 9 overs. The ball is seaming, bouncing, making it very hard for the batters. I don't think SRH have experienced these kind of conditions in this tournament so far. So Prasidh Krishna is the impact player today for Gujarat Titans into the attack. And has defended down the ground to long on. And Salil Arora picks up another single. What a decision to bring in Prasidh Krishna, who has been sidelined for the last few matches. Suddenly they have brought him in because conditions are assisting the Pacers. So 4 Pacers today for Gujarat Titans. Oh, it's in the air. Doesn't carry. Doesn't carry to point. Lands short again. Picks up the single here, Hendrik Larsson. This is exactly what can happen in these conditions. That ball just stood up. Somehow just landed safely there. This time back of the length again, punch to point. Another dot ball here from Prasidh Krishna. Brilliant bowling here from all the fast bowlers of Gujarat Titans. Combined pressure on Sunrisers Hyderabad at the moment. Edged and taken, and there's another one. This is what pressure can do. Extreme fast bowling from all these pacers of Gujarat Titans, not giving breathing space to the batters of Sunrisers Hyderabad. And Salil Arora nicks one through to the keeper. Now half the side dismissed for Sunrisers Hyderabad. GT are pausing this at the moment. Absolutely magnificent bowling and magnificent captaincy to bring Prasidh Krishna as the impact player today. And Sunrisers Hyderabad just losing their way here big time in this run chase. I don't think they would have expected the conditions to become this hostile. Looks like watching a day 5 of a test match, a day 4, day 5 of a test match away from home. That is what these conditions are looking like. And unfortunately though, Salil Arora has to go. And Sunrisers Hyderabad lose their 5th wicket. Salil Arora out after scoring 16 from 13 balls. And Sunrisers Hyderabad in all sorts of trouble. 56 for 5 after 9.4 overs. So Nitish Kumar Reddy is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 7. Probably the last recognized batting pair. Still Pat Cummins can bat, but after that it's the tail enders. So it has to be these two batters to form a partnership. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Hostile fast bowling here from all the fast bowlers. It's not going to make it any easier for the Sunrisers batters. That is for sure. 5th ball of the over coming up. Back of the length again. Driven towards covers. Another dot ball here. Absolute hostility here from all the fast bowlers. You have to feel for Salil Arora though. He is playing his first IPL season. You come across these kind of conditions. Nothing much you can do as a batter. Last ball of the over coming up. This time driven towards mid-wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. What an over from Prasidh Krishna. Just 2 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Salil Arora. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 56 for 5 after 10 overs and all sorts of pressure now. Well, Jason Holder back into the attack and picks up another wicket here. And that too is the biggest wicket possible. Heinrich Klaasen has to go. 6th wicket goes down for Sunrisers Hyderabad. It's a procession going on here in Ahmedabad. Heinrich Klaasen was looking as the lone set batter. And even he has been dismissed here. Once again, hard lengths. He's pulled it up in the air. A big top edge. And Josh Butler completes a very good catch as well. And wickets just tumbling like 9 pins at the moment for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Number 6 goes down. Heinrich Klaasen departs after scoring 14 from 16 balls. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are now 56 for 6 after 10.1 overs. So Pat Cummins is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 8. Surely the last recognized batting pair for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Second ball of the over coming up. And that's driven away out towards the point. And Pat Cummins gets off the mark with a single. Nitish Kumar Reddy back on strike. This time flicked away by Nitish Reddy. It's in the gap again. They might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs for Nitish Reddy. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's a wide down the leg side. He's appealing here, Jason Holder. Umpire has given it as a wide. So he has to reload that one. They're going for the review, I think. They're going for the review. Shubman Gill goes for the review. We need to have a look at this one. Now then, this could be the last nail in the coffin if they can get rid of Nitish Reddy here. And Nitish Reddy is convinced that there was no outside edge there. It's a brave review from GT because they know that if they can get rid of Nitish Reddy, it will seal the game for sure. Pat Cummins can bat, but you cannot expect Pat Cummins to score 100 runs. That is for sure. In fact, I think Gujarat Titans have reviewed for the wide here. Well, they'll check the wide, they'll check the catch, they'll check everything. There doesn't appear to be bat involved, so it will be a wide. It will remain as a wide. Yeah, wide it is. 3 more deliveries left in this over. 4th ball of the over coming up. That's spun straight into the hands of Point. Why do you need to get a caught behind when you can get a wicket like that? That's spun straight into the hands of Point. Nitish Reddy has to go, and surely that is the end of Sunrisers Hyderabad in this game. Jason Holder picks up the 2nd wicket in this over, and Sunrisers Hyderabad, they don't know what is happening to them today. They've just not been able to adapt to these conditions in Ahmedabad. They have been so good when the conditions have been batting paradise. I mentioned earlier, I kept on mentioning repeatedly, this is not a batting paradise in Ahmedabad. We have seen teams like RCB and Punjab Kings getting rolled over for 150 and 160. So what does that mean? This is not batting paradise. These conditions will favor the fast bowlers. And I think Sunrisers Hyderabad didn't expect these kind of conditions. And that is what is costing them here big time. Nitish Reddy departs after scoring 2 runs from 4 balls. And SRH are now 60 for 7 after 10.4 overs. So Shivang Kumar is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 9. 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's pulled away by Shivang Kumar, straight to mid-on. Another dot ball from Jason Holder. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's another short ball. Look for the pull. Another dot ball to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over from Jason Holder, including 2 wickets. And Sunrisers Hyderabad in all sorts of trouble. 60 for 7 after 11 overs. So Prasidh Krishna into his 2nd over. Cummins defends it to Point. Another dot ball to start the over. The required run rate has gone up to 12.34. Pat Cummins is the last recognized batter, if at all there's any batting for Sunrisers Hyderabad. I think Cummins will just look to hit out here. There's no other option. That's pulled away by Cummins, and he's got that all the way for 6. That's a clean strike from Pat Cummins. It was a short ball from Prasidh Krishna. And finally, after a long time, we are seeing some aggression from a Sunrisers Hyderabad batter. Pat Cummins picks up his first 6 in this innings. This time driven away again, out towards deep extra covers. And Cummins picks up another single. Gives a strike back to Shivang Kumar. Only Ishan Malinga and Praful Hinge to come in after this. They have lost too many wickets here, Sunrisers Hyderabad. The game is done for them, I think. This time on a good length, driven straight to covers, another dot ball from Prasidh Krishna. Two more deliveries left in this over. Shivang Kumar not yet off the mark. Oh, that's full. He gets it up in the air. Just clears mid off. It won't reach the boundary. Shivang Kumar gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Last ball of the over. It's a full toss, hit leg side, again misfield at mid-wicket. Long on comes around. Shivang Kumar picks up another couple of runs to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over from Prasidh Krishna. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 71 for 7 after 12 overs. So spinner hasn't been brought yet for GT. Jason Holder into his last over, trying to seal the game as quick as possible by picking up the remaining 3 wickets. Although if they can get rid of Cummins, it will be officially done. Here's Jason Holder, Cummins on strike. That's flicked away by Cummins towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Full toss, it's in the air and it's taken by Jos Buttler. Went for the paddle shot there, Shivang Kumar. When hitting it straight into the hands of the wicket keeper, Jos Buttler diving forward, takes the catch. And another one bites the dust for Sunrisers, just getting from bad to worse here for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. The 8th wicket falls. Shivang Kumar also has to go. Jason Holder picks up another one. He picks up his 3rd wicket, and the GT Pacers are having one of the best days in this IPL season, that is for sure. Everyone taking wickets today. Really good catch from Jos Buttler. Sunrisers Hyderabad 2 wickets away from losing this. Shivang Kumar is out for 4. Sunrisers Hyderabad 72 for 8 after 12.2 overs. So Praful Hinge is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 10. Down to the tail enders now of Sunrisers Hyderabad. Praful Hinge and Ishan Malinga remaining batters. This time defended on the front foot, straight to covers. Another dot ball from Jason Holder. Oh, goes for the pull, misses it. Another dot ball here. Hard length once again from Jason Holder. Only 2 more wickets now needed for Gujarat Titans. Down to the tail enders. This time again swings and misses. Just cannot make connection here. Praful Hinge. 3 back-to-back dot balls. Still one more delivery left in this over. Required run rate has gone up to 13.53. Last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the spell of Jason Holder as well. This time flicked away by Praful Hinge out towards deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. Praful Hinge gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. What an over from Jason Holder. Just 2 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Shivang Kumar. And Jason Holder finishes his spell 3 for 21 in his 4 overs. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are 73 for 8 after 13 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. Sunrisers Hyderabad staring towards defeat, 72 for 8 after 13 overs. 97 needed from the last 7 overs, but where are the batters? That is the big question. Pat Cummins is the only, if you can say recognized batter, you can say recognized batter. Pat Cummins. So Prasidh Krishna now continuing into his third over. It's been 13 overs of pace bowling from GT, 14th over of pace bowling. And that's it in the air by Cummins, deep mid wicket. It's in the gap and that races away for 4. So Cummins picks up another boundary, is trying to fight something here for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Net run rate is also at stake, so you don't want to lose by a big margin. And Cummins starts the over with a boundary. Second ball of the over coming up. Goes big again. Has he got hold of that? Yes, he has. It's all the way for 6. 4 and 6 from Pat Cummins, captain. Showing his skills with the bat. We all know he can bat. He scored one of the fastest centuries in the IPL. He has one of the fastest centuries in the IPL, so he definitely can bat. Starts the over really well. This time Pat Cummins swings and misses. Dot ball here from Prasidh Krishna. Cummins is just going to go after everything now, because there's kind of nothing to lose. Only 2 more wickets in hand. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Oh, he goes for the swing. It's up in the air though. Third man, deep third man, takes the catch, and that is it. That is the game. That is officially the game for Gujarat Titans, although still 1 wicket left. But Pat Cummins, the last of the recognized batters, has also been dismissed here for Sunrisers Hyderabad, and surely now it is game over for Sunrisers Hyderabad. He hit a 4 and a 6, but he had no other option, had to keep swinging at everything, and it was always inevitable that he's going to miss-hit something like this. It went high of the bat. Went off the edge of the bat, down to deep third man. Mohammad Siraj completing the catch at deep third man. And Prasidh Krishna picks up another wicket. And surely the last nail in the coffin for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Pat Cummins departs after scoring 19 from 9 balls. And SRH are now 82 for 9 after 13.4 overs. So Ishan Malinga is the last batter to the crease for SRH. Only 1 more wicket in hand. Around the wicket, Prasidh Krishna. And Ishan Malinga swings and misses. There's another dot ball from Prasidh Krishna. 10 runs have come from this over, including the wicket of Pat Cummins. But it's game over now for Sunrisers Hyderabad, surely. Last ball of the over. Has driven again straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Pat Cummins. And Sunrisers Hyderabad are now 82 for 9 after 14 overs. Net run rate is going to get affected big time here for Sunrisers Hyderabad. It looks like they're going to be losing by a huge margin. They just haven't adapted to these conditions in Ahmedabad. They are so used to playing in batting friendly conditions, batting paradise. Suddenly they come to Ahmedabad and they see the ball swinging, bouncing, moving around and not able to adapt. Rashid Khan is the new bowler into the attack, finally bringing in some spin. But it's almost game over for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Praful Inge on strike. Comes down the wicket, hits it over the top of covers. They might push for 2 here. And they will get 2. Another couple of runs to start the over from Praful Inge. This time it's hit down the ground by Hinge towards long on and picks up another single. Ishan Malinga is back on strike. Looks to play across the line there. Appeal for LBW. They've gone through for a single. Umpire says not out. They're appealing for LBW. Are they going to go for the review here? There's no desperation as far as GT is concerned because they know they are going to win this game. Praful Hinge is back on strike. 1 leg by as it is for Ishan Malinga. 4th ball of the over coming up. Looking to swing leg side, unable to make connection. Another dot ball. Comes down the wicket, so he misses it. He's been stumped by Josh Butler, and that is the end of the game. Rashid Khan finishes it off, picks up the wicket of Praful Hinge, and it's been a complete procession of the highest order here in Ahmedabad. Sunrisers Hyderabad have been blown away for just 86 runs in 14.5 overs, and it's yet another win here for the Gujarat Titans. And surely now I think GT are going to be in the playoffs because they pick up their 8th win in Tata IPL 2026, and it's also 5 wins in a row now for the Gujarat Titans. And what a bowling unit they have been in the last few matches, restricting oppositions and winning the matches. For a moment it didn't look as though 169 will be enough to defend, because I was saying they need to get 180 to 190. I thought they were 10 to 12 runs short of where they should have been with the bat. But in reply, Sunrisers Hyderabad, I think they just weren't ready for these conditions here in Ahmedabad. Again and again I'm repeating, this is not a batting paradise. The ball is swinging around, nipping around, bouncing. It's like day 4, day 5 of a test match. So you need to be able to adapt to these conditions and play accordingly. And unfortunately, Sunrisers Hyderabad batters are all stroke makers. They love the ball coming onto the bat. They are so used to playing in batting friendly conditions, batting paradises, that suddenly when you come to these conditions, you're not ready for it. And I think that is exactly what happened for Sunrisers Hyderabad. But Gujarat Titans can be proud of this. It's a massive win by a margin of 82 runs. And Sunrisers Hyderabad, their net run rate would have also gotten affected big time here with this defeat here. An outstanding bowling performance, hostile bowling performance from all the pace bowlers of the Gujarat Titans. And a well-deserved win which takes Gujarat Titans to the top of the table with 16 points on the board now, and surely I think now there's no stopping Gujarat Titans from qualifying for the playoffs, because they have picked up 5 wins in a row and they've already gotten to that magical 16 points that every team aims for. They want to qualify for the playoffs. The Sunrisers have got themselves to blame. This was always bound to happen for Sunrisers Hyderabad, because I mean, as I said, if you're only having stroke makers in your team, you can only survive in batting friendly conditions. So now it's proven that in bowling friendly conditions, this Sunrisers Hyderabad batting lineup can crumble like this. That is what it proves. Because, I mean, it's been a very disappointing batting performance from Sunrisers Hyderabad, in all honesty. We'll just have a look at SRH batting today. Only 3 batters coming to double digits today in the SRH batting lineup. Heinrich Klaasen scored 14 from 16 balls with 2 boundaries. Salil Arora scored 16 from 13 balls with 3 boundaries. And Pat Cummins towards the end scored 19 from just 9 balls with 1 boundary and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 211.11. But none of the other even Ishan Kishan also scored 11 runs from 7 balls with 1 boundary and 1 six at a strike rate of 157.14. But unfortunately, none of the other batters were even able to come to double digits. It was an absolute procession, absolute collapse from the Sunrisers Hyderabad batters. And if we look at GT's bowling today, absolutely magnificent bowling from all the pace bowlers. They went in with 4 pace bowlers today, Gujarat Titans. Mohammad Siraj 1 for 11 in his 3 overs. Kagiso Rabada 3 for 28 in his 4 overs. Jason Holder has been the pick of the bowlers in the last few games for the Gujarat Titans. 3 for 20 in his 4 overs. Prasidh Krishna came in as the impact player, 2 for 23 in his 3 overs. Again, excellent decision to bring in Prasidh Krishna as the impact player, because you know that these conditions are favouring the pacers. So Prasidh Krishna also picking up 2 for 23 in his 3 overs. And Rashid Khan picking up the last wicket as well, 1 for 3 in his 5 balls. A total team performance from the Gujarat Titans, bowling out the Sunrisers Hyderabad for just 86 runs and winning this match here in Ahmedabad by 82 runs. And with this win, Gujarat Titans go comfortably to the top of the table with 16 points to their name. The Sunrisers Hyderabad, it's their 5th loss this season. And they still have matches remaining against CSK in Chennai and RCB in Hyderabad. So it's going to be tough games for Sunrisers, their next 2 games. And obviously in Chennai, it might be better suited for their batting, because it's not the conditions are not this hostile like how it is in Ahmedabad. So Sunrisers will try to bounce back in their next game. But GT will be very proud of this. A massive win by 82 runs against the Sunrisers Hyderabad here in Ahmedabad. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of Tata IPL 2026. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys. Cheers and good night.
like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.